Hello again. So now I got the learning tip for you guys. I got another learning tip for you guys. Immersion. Because I believe that many people fail to learn foreign languages because they're afraid of making mistakes. They are so afraid of making mistakes that they just stay mute. So they don't tell anyone that they do know a little bit about some language. By the time I came here to Spain, by the time I came to Spain, I had a beginner's level in Spanish, and now I'm near native because I wasn't afraid to speak. Though I knew that I was saying things wrong, I was always learning, and I always cared for learning. You see, that's why I'm near native, and I've been near native for more than a year. I'm in here for more than 3 years now, and I'm near native for more than a year. Because being near native, it's something just like everything else. It has a beginning. It just doesn't have an end. But I was reaching the very beginning of the near native fluency 1 year ago, so I wasn't afraid to speak. That's what you guys should do. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't care if your pronunciation is not that good. But I advise you guys strongly to improve your accent, improve your language skills, grammar and stuff, and get used to the rhythm of the language. Try to speak that language as best as you can. But don't be afraid to speak. Because once you start speaking, you're already started. You have already started. You're already starting. So that's the biggest fear. Once you've conquered your fear of speaking, it will come to you easier. Now I know that my Finnish is not very good. I know that my Swedish is not very good. But I also know that I'm making progresses because from times to times, when I have the possibility to meet a native, I try to speak with that native, even only for a little bit. But I try to speak with that native, and when as from times to times too, I make some videos in Swedish and in Finnish, practicing that, trying to see if I'm getting further. And I realize that I'm getting further. Why? Because I'm not afraid to speak nor to make mistakes. Because mistakes are normal. So if you lose your fear to speak in public, if you lose your fear, and if you start speaking right by the beginning, let's see, you already know some expressions, some words and stuff, you should start speaking. You don't have to start speaking only when you have reached the low intermediate or an intermediate level. A beginner or a high beginner has the ability to tell something, so don't be afraid to speak, and you will see that it will take you much further than if you don't if you just stay silent, because staying silent won't take you nowhere. But if you do lose your fear, and if you do the best that you can, you will see that you will go much further. So immersion in the language from the very beginning. This is my advice for you guys, and see you guys then.